now that we worked with comparing fractions with like denominators, we're going to be looking at them with unlike denominators. There's going to be a few different videos for this since there's several different ways we can do it. So the first one is going to be comparing with unlike denominators but with like numerators. So we're going to have a fraction like 3/4 and 3/8. The way we compare them if they have the same numerator is we're going to look at the denominator this time. So we're going to be looking at the bottom number. We're not going to look at the top if they're the same. So the way we're going to decide which one is greater than or less than, using our symbols again. So less than, greater than, then equal to. Make equal signs. Equal to. We're going to be deciding by looking down here on the bottom of the fraction at the denominator. So the denominator shows how many pieces an object or a set is broken up into. So if this is fourths, I'm gonna try to make them as even as possible for you guys. It's kind of hard on the computer. You don't have to draw this when you're figuring it out. I just want to give you guys a model to look at. I'm trying to make it kind of equal. So that's divided into 4. And if we have yes. Okay. So if you have one divided into eighths, you can see that the ones that are divided into fourths have bigger pieces than this eighth. So this is 1/8 right here, and it's a small piece, and this is 1/4 right here, and it's a bigger piece. So when we're looking at ones that have the same numerators but different denominators, we're going to look at the bottom, and whichever one has the smallest denominator is going to be greater than. So we know 4 is smaller than 8, so it's going to be greater than, because the pieces are going to be bigger with the smaller denominator. So 3/4 is greater than 3/8. So let's go ahead and try a couple more of these, just looking at different denominators but with the same numerators. So if I have one that's like 1/10 and 1/5, I'm going to look at the denominators because the numerators are the same. So remember, if the denominator is bigger, it's going to be into smaller pieces. So 10 has very small pieces, 5 has bigger pieces. So the smaller the denominator, the bigger the fraction. So that means 1/10 is going to be less than 1/5. Since the denominator is bigger, it's going to be less than. Just try another one really quick. I have 7/8 and I have 7/9. I'm going to look at the numerators are the same, so now I'm going to look at the denominators. I'm going to say, is the 8 bigger or smaller than the 9? So I know these 8 pieces are going to be bigger because it's a smaller number, which means this is going to be greater. So when the denominator is greater, then the other one is going to be a smaller number. Alright, so that's comparing with unlike denominators but with like numerators. So this only works when the numerators are exactly the same. So when the number on the top is the same as the number on the top of the other fraction. We'll be looking at the denominators to see the smaller the number, the bigger the fraction. If you have any questions, please let us know.